The Los Santos Drug Wars DLC came out earlier this week, and of course there's a ton of stuff Rockstar actually added or changed in this update that they didn't really mention in their patch notes. So in today's video, we're going to be going over a bunch of hidden things you probably don't know about the update. So as always, wasting no time, hopping right in. The first thing, I've seen so many people ask, how do you actually get the Go Postal Outfit? It's a new outfit Rockstar added, but it's only available if you do one specific thing. You have to call Dax and start up one of his missions. Now, I believe he has like 6 total missions you could get. The one that we actually need for the Go Postal outfit is the one that requires you to go steal a Go Postal van. You'll know right away if it's the right mission. And unfortunately, because these missions do have like a 50-minute cooldown, you might have to do these missions, over the course of a couple of hours to get this outfit if you really want it. I will say I have gotten this mission in the 10 times I did all the missions. I got it like 3 times, so it's not like it's super rare or anything. Plus, you're also going to have to do these missions if you want the Acid Lab upgrade, which actually makes the business probably the best in the game as far as passive businesses go. But once this Go Postal Van mission is done, you can actually, while you're wearing the outfit, just simply walk straight to the clothing store or to like any of your apartments or anything, and then just save the outfit. It's literally that simple. Now, I think the first time I saved this, for whatever reason, the game deleted it, but the second time I saved it, I did it again. It's been saved so far, so I think you should be good. I don't think this is a blacklisted outfit or anything. You can also customize it if you really wanted to. You could throw different like shoes and hats and stuff on. But yeah, that's one of the first things I wanted to mention. You can actually save this new outfit, which is kind of cool. The second thing, and this is such a quality of life feature, and this is one of the reasons the Acid Lab business is so good. You can straight up just call Mutt, who works inside of your Acid Lab, to just straight up buy the supplies. No longer do you have to go to the business. Do you have to go anywhere else, get the supplies? You can literally just call him from your phone and get the supplies. Plus, it actually tells you over the phone, if you hover over, I think it's the source supplies option, it'll tell you how much money it'll cost, and it'll tell you how much product and supplies you actually have like remaining. So again, you don't have to go all the way back to some sort of business to check everything. You can literally do it straight from the phone, and it's so helpful. One of the really cool little Easter eggs, the LSD you're actually cooking up inside of the lab will be branded with your crew emblem. Now, because I'm still in the Sprunk crew, mine apparently is Sprunk themed acid tabs. So I don't know if Sprunk would appreciate that, but it is kind of cool that your crew emblem will be showing up on this. It's obviously not like anything major, but it is cool to see in the back of your little truck, yet your own personalized acid being made. Now, the next 2 things are actually stuff that happens inside of the Freak Shop. So one thing, I've seen so many people just leave their cars outside of the Freak Shop for whatever reason, and that's a terrible idea because there's so many people in that area, at least at the moment. I've seen so many vehicles get exploded, get blown up. Just simply drive your car in. You can do that. There is a personal slot for your car. I don't know if it works like a garage. Like I don't know if you could leave it in there always, but at least if you're going in there for any sort of work or anything, just drive your car in and it will be safe. And while you're inside, this is something that is going to be super helpful for newer players, not so much for like older players if you have some of the other businesses. But there's actually a weapons workshop inside of the Freak Shop that you can use completely for free. Previously, you had to purchase the upgrade at either in like the MOC or I think some of the other businesses, which ended up costing you more money. Well, if you're a newer player or if you haven't ever purchased like the Mark II workshop upgrade, just go to the Freak Shop. It's there for free. You still have to pay for the upgrades to get the weapons to the Mark II variants, but if you just want to upgrade, a specific weapon or two, go there because there's a free weapon workshop. Now, one thing I don't have gameplay of, but it's kind of unfortunate if you play any sort of heist. I think this might also apply to certain missions as well, but the Toreador is no longer available in those missions or in those heists. That was probably one of the best vehicles to use because it had the rockets, it had the sort of armor, and now they took it away. So you can't cheese any longer, I guess. But yeah, the Toreador is no longer available in heists. This next one is something I mentioned yesterday. The Cayo Perico heist has been changed. Guards can now spot dead bodies as well as the Juggernaut. So you're gonna have to either kill the Juggernaut or completely stealth through the mission. If you wanna know more about that, go click the link at the top right, and that'll take you to the video I made yesterday on the Cayo Perico heist. But yeah, the Cayo Perico heist is kind of been ruined in my opinion. Now, some under the radar stuff you might not have noticed, especially clothing related here, because they always add so many new clothing options and it's always a pain to go through. Crocs were added. Yeah, Crocs. I mean, cool, I guess. But yeah, if you ever wanted to wear Crocs in GT Online, you can. Also, a little minor thing, party shirts from the Criminal Enterprise update, you can actually open them now, as well as underneath, there's no longer like a white t-shirt. I wanted to mention this just because I think they did a couple other little minor things with clothing options. So if you have any outfits, you know, go through the inventory, go through the interaction menu and see if anything has changed. Now, this next one's a little unfortunate. I made a video on this a couple of months ago, but it looks like it has been patched. There was a way to actually get up to 20 body armors in your inventory. You would just simply call Franklin and request a supply stash, and that would give you an additional 10 body armors on top of the 10 you already would have. Well, that doesn't work anymore. So you can see we get the backpack here. It tells us we got everything, but when we go to the inventory menu, I simply just have 16 because that's what I had going into it. So the max armor cap is still 10. I guess if you're like me, like this character, and you haven't used the armor, like you'll still have them, but once you hit 10, you're never going to get back over it. So unless there's a new glitch to get more, 10 is now the limit again. And another thing that it's almost more of a Rockstar logic, but I thought I'd mention it because I've seen some people wonder like, why is he on my phone still? Young Ancestor, if you have him as a contact, they just forgot that he was in the game because you can't remove him at the moment. He is stuck in your phone. So if you have him, unlucky. If you don't have him, don't get him in your contact list because you can't remove him. And then the last two things, these are just some extra things, car related. The Entity MT, if you were wondering, now I know it's been a couple of days, so if you already bought it, this might be unlucky. But if you bought it and you were driving it around and thought that it felt weird, it didn't drive correctly, well, this was a tweet from Bruffy. Apparently, they took all the pretty old flags that the XXR, the Entity XXR had, and it just makes the car pretty bad to drive, at least like off-road, when it hits curbs and stuff, when it hits particular bounces, it just makes the car very, very bad to drive. So if you got the car and you thought it was handling a little weird, that is why it's probably not going to get fixed. So either deal with it or just sell the car or just keep it in your garage. And then the final thing, I mentioned this already, but just in case anyone didn't see it, the Annis 300R, the other sports car that came out, it's only available until December 28th. There's no reason for Rockstar to do this, but they are. They are removing this vehicle from the game, maybe to drip feed it even more later. I'm not entirely sure their thought process, but it is a Amanitech vehicle, so it is very useful, but it is going to be removed from the game. So you're not going to be able to get it after the 28th of December. So get one right now if you want another Amanitech vehicle. So there you guys have it. That is 10 plus things that you might not have known about the update. Hopefully you found out something new. If you find out anything new, let us know in the comments. But that's going to do it for the video. Thank you all for watching. Please drop it a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA content. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.